Prime Minister Narendra Modi has put out a social media statement targeting the opposition parties, the India Alliance. Uses the words like appeasement politics by India Bloc Alliance. Says it is corruption that has got them together. They've been opportunists, a line that Prime Minister Modi has constantly maintained, targeting the India Bloc. He has said corruption, dynasty, quit India. Attacking opposition over the graft and appeasement, he has said, I am determined to make this nation corruption-free. So he's put out this, as you can see, the video. Remember, it's very interesting. The word quit India has a historic symbolism to what? To our own Indian freedom struggle. It was a word that was used as a slogan by our freedom fighters, and ahead of 15th August. Barely about a week from now, we are going to celebrate the Independence Day, and that is why Quit India gets that tagline by Prime Minister Modi, but attaching it to now the corruption, allegedly from the India Opposition Alliance. He says that appeasement needs to quit India, corruption needs to quit India.
आज हमारे सामने विकसित भारत निर्माण का स्वप्न है, संकल्प है। इस संकल्प के सामने कुछ बुराइयां रोड़ा बनी हुई है। इसलिए आज भारत एक सूर में इन बुराइयों को कह रहा है, क्विट इंडिया। करप्शन, क्विट इंडिया। यानी भ्रष्टाचार, इंडिया छोड़ो। डायनेस्टी, क्विट इंडिया। यानी परिवारवाद, इंडिया छोड़ो। अपीजमेंट, क्विट इंडिया। यानी तुष्टीकरण, इंडिया छोड़ो। इंडिया में समाई ये बुराइयां देश के लिए बहुत बड़ा खतरा है, देश के लिए बहुत बड़ी चुनौती भी है। मुझे विश्वास है हम सभी अपने प्रयास से इन बुराइयों को समाप्त करेंगे, परास्त करेंगे, और फिर भारत की विजय होगी, देश की विजय होगी, हर देशवासी की विजय होगी।
So you heard the Prime Minister and you saw the video as well that's been prepared and put out by the Prime Minister's social media handle as well. So let's go across to Poulumi Saha, who closely tracks the government and all the details that have come in. Cannot help but notice, Poulumi, that this Quit India tagline or slogan comes in right very close to the Independence Day celebrations, where Quit India was such a big slogan for our freedom fighters, thereby somehow making the connect that appeasement, that corruption continues now with our opposition parties. Can we say, and should we say, that this is a direct attack at the India Bloc Alliance?
Well, this was in fact coined by the Prime Minister as he addressed a political speech after, of course, the formation of the India Alliance, when 26 parties came together in order to take on the Narendra Modi government in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. That's when itself, when he was playing with, of course, the new name, he refuses to refer to it as the India Bloc. He's been referring to it as the UPA. He's been telling BJP MPs and NDA MPs in their closed-door meetings and internal meetings that refer to it as the UPA, because this is, at the end of the day, old wine in the same bottle.
Apologies for interrupting you, because I'm joined on the phone line with Amit Malviya, BJP's IT cell chief. He is also the co-organizer with regard, co-in-charge for the Bengal state. Amit, good morning. Now, at this point, why use the slogan of Quit India, which is associated with our freedom struggle ahead of 15th August? Why do you think Quit India today is important as used by Prime Minister Modi?
Well, 9th August has been significant in India's history. The Quit India movement was launched back in 1942. And yet again, it is time now that we launch another movement at a national level to rid India of corruption, nepotism and appeasement. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been speaking about it in his public speeches, in his programs, and he has said that if India has to develop, if India has to become a robust economy in the next 10 to 15 years, then we have to get rid of these ills that ail the country. And the fact is that for the longest time, corruption, dynasty or nepotism and appeasement have been holding back India. So it's now perhaps time to make this a national movement and ensure that India moves ahead on the path of prosperity.
No, Mr. Mandle, there's also this big question that your ruling party, the government should focus on the development works. It should focus on what it can do to change India, as Prime Minister Modi focuses. Why so much attack on what the opposition is doing or has done?
Where is the opposition in this? If we speak about ridding India of corruption, it obviously means that we must have clean governance in the country, unless we are associating corruption with the opposition. And the fact is that the tallest leader of the opposition camp, including Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, are today out on a National Herald corruption case. So in that sense, yes, the entire opposition rank is full of people who are corrupt. Look at Lalu Prasad. He's a convict. He's serving a jail term. He's currently out on parole. Similarly, whether the DMK, the Samajwadi Party, any other party, any other leader in that camp is steeped in corruption. Dynastic succession, that is what defines the opposition. They are not in politics for the welfare of the country. They are in politics to ensure that their families are protected, their political turfs continue. Whether it is Akhilesh Yadav, Tejasvi Yadav, Supriya Sule, are all dynasts. I mean, they have no credibility or legacy of their own. They have inherited it from their parents and just continue to perpetuate the family hegemony. Appeasement, something that has ruptured the soul of this country, the minority appeasement that we've seen for the longest time, which has now come to be defined as secularism, is the bane of India's true social inclusive fabric. We need to ensure that we move ahead. We need to build a more inclusive society. We need to build a more equitable society where there is no difference between the haves and the have-nots. The privileged dynasts need to make way for the common man, woman of this country.
Mr. Amit Walia, thank you so much for giving us the latest perspective on what is this video about. It's a Quit India slogan that has been added now by Prime Minister Modi, saying dynasty, appeasement, corruption needs to quit India. And of course, that's in many ways targeting the opposition parties to say, we will build an equal India, a corruption-free, appeasement-free India here on.